Hello everyone, VJoseph32 back again with another deck review. This is the Tally Ho British Monarchy playing cards. It's one of the first completely custom Tally Ho branded decks of cards out there. Notwithstanding the King's Wild Tally Holes, which are just kind of like the King's Wild Tally Holes is kind of a new version of the classic Tally Holes made by Jackson Robinson and done very nicely. But these ones are completely custom. So, it is what it is. There is a different limited edition tuck case, which is maybe a little bit nicer. It's got King Henry VIII on it. It's the King Henry VIII limited edition deck. But outside of that, the cards are the same. I decided to go with the Tally Ho branded one just because it's a little bit cooler. Well, I think it's cool. Top says British Monarchy, then it says Tally Ho playing cards. And here instead of number 9, it's got the Lux playing cards logo because they don't want to produce this. It's black and gold. I don't really like that gold color. Could have been nicer gold. Could have been metallic inks or something. It says Linoid Finish, made in USA on one side. United States Playing Card Company on the other. Top says something underneath the seal. Starts with an F, ends with an R. I have no idea what it says. The bottom says made by USPC, and there is the Lux playing cards logo. And it says produced by Brian Sloan. The back, you see the back design, which is pretty nice. And then you get a seal that has a big old crown on it, black and gold. And, you know, it's not bad. Flat Tally Ho trademark stuff. You don't see that very often. And then here you got a couple of crowns, of course. So, for starters, you get a card that says Tally Ho British Monarchy with the Lux playing cards logo on top, and tells you who's on every court card and ace. And then you see this for a back design. This is not the actual back design. It's got really big borders. It would have been nice to see this for a back design on the King Henry deck, but they decided not to do that. Obviously, it would have cost more money. So where was I? Anyways, that could have been a back design for an alternate deck, but it would have been a cool back design. I like that gold and white, but it wasn't. So moving along. You do get a double backer. This is the actual back design. As you can see, one thing that's missing on this other one is this kind of border pattern. That's why the borders are so thick, I think. But minor detail. A nice black and gold color. It's better than what you see on the tuck case. It would have been nice if they had that gold on here, you know. This just, it looks weird. Not very attractive. I mean, they got it on the back of the box, more or less, but not the front. Actually, it's a little bit different, but it's a nice back design with crowns and regal elements and flowers. Looks pretty cool. The Jokers, I'm not sure who they are. They don't tell you specifically. I know who one of them is. This one, don't shoot me. I don't know who it is. If you're familiar with him, great. If you want to let me know, that's great too, but I'm not sure who that is. It says Joker in the two corners in black. He's got a weapon, a sword. Looks like he's in armor. And he's holding a book that is open. And I have no idea what it says. Can't read it. The Queen, I should say that the other Joker, I do know who it is. It says Joker in a gold color. More like an orange color. Disappointing. It could have been gold. And that is obviously, from the looks of it, Queen Elizabeth II, the current queen. When she was young. About 100 years ago. Okay, maybe more like 70 years ago, but you get the idea. 67 years ago. The Ace of Spades says Tally Ho on top. It says Lux playing cards, and it says Made USA on the bottom. See a nice spade pip that you can barely see because it's got this massive crown on it. And the card does say here, Royal Crown. The Ace of Spades is a Royal Crown. Duh. Could have figured that one out myself. The Ace of Hearts is the Royal Throne. It doesn't look very comfortable. It's got no padding or anything. wouldn't want to sit in that. As you can see, again, orangey colored, almost urine colored pips. Well, bad urine color anyways. You don't want to have urine that color. How did I get on urine? Anyways, moving along. Ace of clubs is the Globus Cruciger, which I should have Googled. I didn't. I apologize. It looks pretty cool though. Obviously it's something royal. The Ace of Diamonds is the Knight's Helmet. Okay. Then we get on to the court cards. Here we got King Edward the First, aka Long Sinks. You'll notice the court cards do not have suit indicators on them. Would have been nice, it would have taken up some of that blank space, but the artwork is beautiful, beautifully done. Here we got Mary, Queen of Scots. And Canute, or Nut, or how you pronounce it, the Great. It's spelled C-N-U-T. No idea how you pronounce that. Here we got William the Conqueror. It's kind of weird that they don't have a king for the king, but they have kings for the jacks. Yeah, a little bit weird. This one is Queen Victoria. Here in Canada, we celebrate Victoria Day every year in May. Third Monday in May, we get a holiday. Celebrate her. I guess because she was the queen at the time Canada became an official country. So yay, it's a holiday for us. God save the queen. And here we got King Henry V. Here we got King James I. Queen Anne. And King Richard I the Lionheart. And then move on to King Henry VIII. You'll find him on the other tuck case. Queen Elizabeth I, the original one. And King Alfred the Great. Number cards are more straightforward, but there are custom pips and indexes. These kind of have a gold border to them, gold and white. And these ones just have white and gold border as well. Some custom orientations of the pips as well. And that's that. I think they're pretty nice. The aces are fine. I mean, I'm not sure why they had to put the aces. Aside from the ace of clubs, I'm not sure why they had to put that on that card. I mean, you could pretty much identify it ourselves. Although it would have been nice to know a little bit about this Joker, which they didn't specify. It might be on the project page, but I didn't check it, unfortunately. These cards, though, I do like. The bicycle stock Aircrest and Finish, of course. Not a Linoid Finish. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. It's just a name. It no longer means anything. Once upon a time, Linoid Finish actually meant something. Cambric Finish meant something. Nowadays, it's just a name. They're all the same. Basically, USB-C, you get an embossed finish, Aircrest and Finish, or a smooth finish, aka ivory finish. Handle's pretty good. A little bit of clumpiness, so I'll say 3 3/4 out of 5. As far as usability, yes, it can be used for poker, for Magic. They're not bad. Suit indicators on the court cards would have been nice. So I'll say 4 out of 5 for usability. One thing I forgot to point out, you might see, is there is a little bit of a dirtiness or a texture to the face. It's almost like a concrete type look, which is interesting. As far as artwork and the theme is concerned, I like it. I will say 4 1/4 out of 5. So overall, I'll say a good solid 4 out of 5 for the stack of cards. You can get these at collectiblecoincards.com as well as the King Henry VIII version. Use the code VJZ free to you get 10% off your order each and every time. And I will see you next time. Ciao.